All right, it was another Dash day today. This is the DoorDash daily recap video for February 16th. It's a Friday afternoon. Start time for this morning's Dash was 5:24, and so first offer, I had to wait a little bit, not too long for the first order. 5:42 it came in, and it was a you see here 10.50 for 7.5 miles Tim Hortons. So looked like a pretty good offer to me. Picked that up, and I think it was a hand to customer, but the customer was had her garage door open and was standing in the garage door entryway waiting, right there when I got there. And so that was easy as can be. She was pretty impressed with my drink carrier that I had. And then so the pay for that was $2 from DoorDash, $8.50 tip. So thank you, DoorDash. Next was just a minute later, I'm leaving the customer and get the next offer, $10.75, 10.7 miles. So, and it's all taking place in zone. One item. So absolutely. So I'm on my way to Meijer, and I'm on the phone with my wife. She's on her way to work, and we're guessing what the one item could be. Because I get this only 12 minutes after Meijer opens. So the first guess for each of us was a pregnancy test. Okay. And then her second guess was pretty good. She guessed coffee for the second guess. That's a pretty good guess. I tried to go with, so I had my number one guess, and then I tried to go with the least likely thing that I could think of in the whole store that could be the one item could be. And then what I came up with was an apple. Like what they talk about, like probably like a 0.00, like a million zeros, and then a one at the end. Chance of somebody at 6:12 in the morning just ordering one like red delicious apple to have DoorDash delivered. So that was my extreme, unlikely guess number two. Okay. So I get to Meijer, and we were both wrong. So here's here it was Miralax, and I got to the store. I walked over to HBC, and just as soon as I hit start shopping, I had the item in 29 seconds. You see here, and I took a picture of the actual. That's the wrong screenshot. Let's see here. So here it is. It fit right in the palm of my hand. That's all I was delivering. And then the pay on that was so $7.75 from DoorDash, $3 tip, $10.75. It went to a second floor apartment. Don't have a problem with that. So, and I'm feeling pretty good here. So, two pretty easy deliveries, paying double digits right off the bat. Next was another order that I took, $6.50 for only 3 miles, Tim Hortons. Let's do it. $2 a mile. Absolutely. So I pick that up and deliver that. So like I'm off to a really good start here. And then I get, for whatever reason, just past 7 o'clock in the morning, I get like a barrage of declines and like really bad offers. I don't know what was going on. if I can, I'll try to put as many as I can on the screen at the same time, but we'll see how many, when I go to edit, how many if I can do that. You'll either see a bunch of these at one time or one at a time. Here's the first one, 875, 11.4 miles IHOP, going like past Obet's, it looks like. Decline, not going out there. Long distance Jolly Pirate going, I mean, my gosh, is this practically going to like Polaris? Or, I mean, 950, 14 and a half miles. No. I keep trying to tell these customers in my videos, there's better donuts than Jolly Pirates. So I'm sure there's much better places like in the downtown area and north of that, to get donuts than Jolly Pirate. I'm sorry. This one, $5 Taco Bell, 8.6 miles, decline. See how fast these are coming in. The first one was 7:12, 7:14, and this is 7:15. The next one is at then another minute later. This one's even worse. $4 Taco Bell, $4.25, 10 miles going to downtown. I mean, you'd have to be like insane as a DoorDash driver to take this order. And then I get another one, another decline. I get this one right here. This isn't as bad. 1175, 12.2 miles going out to Obet's, but if I didn't have that lifetime top dasher, if I was, back before I got that status, if I worried about my acceptance rate, and this is an order I would have taken otherwise, but, I don't, and, I decline this. So then finally, so that was at 7:16. Finally, I get an order that I take. Here we go. So I just had to be patient and wait about 5 minutes after that barrage. And I get a $12, 5.5 mile Jolly Pirate. Okay, thank you very much. We'll take it. Patience paid off. So I'm on my way to get that, and I believe I picked up that order, if I'm not mistaken, when they stack a $4 McDonald's for only an additional 0.7 of a mile. And that includes getting to the McDonald's, which is just down the street. So that this customer has to be super close to the McDonald's. And so I went ahead and added this on. Yeah, I'll knock it out. So the routing has me pick up and deliver the McDonald's, which just went to the apartments like right behind it. So that was drop and go, super easy. Picked up a quick $4. And then now if we back up to when I picked that order up and I was getting back to my car, I got a second $4 McDonald's, adding an additional just 0.4. And I wasn't sure, was it going to have me just walk back into the store to get this one? But no, so I got back into my car, the routing had me deliver the first McDonald's and then come back to the McDonald's to pick up this. That's how, and I went ahead, since everything, the one customer was so close, I just followed the routing that DoorDash was giving me. I come back to the McDonald's, and I just had one of these a couple days ago, whenever that was, where I get in there and this particular order does not seem to be in the queue, the list of orders that they're working on. So I'm standing there waiting, and then I was in the process of having somebody check for this order on me. She was going to check for it, and then somebody else wanted her to do something else. So she was doing something with the receipt of some other order. And then finally she jumps back to my order to research that. And then when I got the prompt from DoorDash to unassign it, and I told the lady, yeah, DoorDash is letting me unassign this, so don't worry about it. Thanks anyway. And so I unassigned that and moved on. I still had the donuts to deliver. They're sitting in my car here. Now I go to I'm on my way, the Jolly Pirate customer. As I'm getting to that customer, I get it looks like, I'm not quite to the customer yet. I get this is that Taco Bell from earlier. So before it was, what was it? I think it was, $4.25. So I get it, whatever this is, 25 minutes later or so. I get it again, and they've added on $1.25. Now it's $5.50. You'd still have to be nuts to take this. I hope another Dasher didn't take it at $5.50. That needed to be like at least $8 to $10, especially at that time of morning. You're going to hit the traffic, and I hope another Dasher did not take that for less than like $8, but we'll never know. So this was a decline, obviously. Then I finally deliver the Jolly Pirate order at 7:56. So it took 35 minutes, start to finish, from when I received the offer, and then picking it up, then messing around with 2 McDonald's orders and this decline, and before finally dropping it off. And so you see here, $2 from DoorDash, $10 tip, $12. Then a couple more declines. $3 for a 19 item Giant Eagle pickup. Are you kidding me? Now it's just a pickup. I wouldn't have had to shop this. But still, $3 for 9 miles. I was cherry picking today. My acceptance went under 50%, but you see here, most of these offers I'm declining are just really, really bad offers. You don't, so far, maybe outside of the one, not like I'm declining good orders here. Then the next decline was, I guess in my old days, I would have taken this as $3. It's only 2 miles, but I just not messing around with orders under $4. I'm sorry. So that was a decline. Then I get this order. I was driving when I got this, and I didn't get a chance to kind of take a look at the full details here. I turned around, and I think it was like a fire department station, to get my car quickly stopped and look at this. And I went ahead and took it. At first I thought it was 2 different customers, and I didn't find out until a little bit later that it was just one customer. The tropical smoothie, I had to wait a few minutes. It kind of sucks because each time I go in there's only one worker usually, and she was the customer that was inside the store, finishing up her sandwiches, and so I had to wait a couple minutes to get that. The Cracker Barrel was ready, so no wait there, and then just delivered to one customer. So this wasn't all that bad. See, I was taking orders that aren't, that are just not the greatest. It's not like I'm declining everything here. And then the pay on that was $2 from DoorDash, and they left tips on both orders, $4.50 and $3. So it was a pretty good order. Next was I took this. I was coming back to the restaurants and stuff, and I got this $7 9 Mile Dollar General. It's probably going to be little to no tip, and I figured, why not? I'll be a trooper here, and I'll be a good little trooper, and I'll pick up an order and take it to Darbydale. Let's do it. And I go to my Dollar General. So I figured, and it's past 8:30 now. I figure I'll go to Darbydale, drop this off, and probably head home until I get an order. So here's the list for that. And one thing is cut off at the bottom. So you see 2 Cokes, 3 teas, 2 ice creams. They're little ice creams, individual. Some bowls, and what's cut off is some maxi pads. Okay, so and that was the tricky item. So I go over to where the pads are, and this particular brand, I only see like one package of that brand, and it's a different count size. And also they were overnight, and the pads they requested was just like regular or whatever. And then the substitution I couldn't find either. So I took the shelf picture, sent the text, and then said, hey, the first brand, there's an overnight with a different count, would that work? And no response. I call the customer, it goes to voicemail. So I wait another maybe 2 minutes, and then I send my message, no reply to phone call or voicemail. I'm checking out without that item, and you'll be refunded for the item. Thank you for placing your order today. Boom, I checked out, start heading to Darbydale. And so I dropped that off, and as expected, zero tip. So thank you very much. And then I took a picture of the kind of like the yard. This was a house. It wasn't a trailer, but the instructions were to deliver it to the back, where I thought it said deliver to, there be a red truck in the back. This looks a lot more like a van to me. And then there'd be a gray tote back there, which there was. I parked, GPS wanted me to turn the corner and I guess park on this other side. I turned as soon as I saw the house number, and I parked here, where the picture was taken, and then I walked around that red van, and then there was a back door and a tote there, and then but all these chairs, you see like a turned over chair, trash can, trash bags, multiple different buildings, and there's like 3 little barns in the back room and a creepy shed and this and that. I don't like delivering to places like that. I don't know who would, but it reminds me of that order that I had a few months ago, whenever it was, where it was dark and it was all trashy like this and the multiple different buildings, and I dropped it off to the wrong door and the customer sent me a message about it afterwards. But it was a 0 tip. That one as well. I mean, so, and then I got out of there. And then I did go home. I got here at 9:22. And then I decided to take kind of like a longer break than usual. I had to go to the bathroom and walk the dog and everything. So I actually paused the dash and I resumed it after I had it on pause for 20 minutes. And then I resumed the dash. And so that was at 9:46. First order I took, let's see, was not until past 10:30. So 10:33. So I sat in here. I was doing a couple other things. I was, watching a couple videos, and I didn't get anything until 10:33. This Dollar General 1075, 5.8 miles, only 5 items. Yeah, I'll take it. I have to scan an ID, but you see the age is 18 plus. So this is like cold medicine, so I'm okay with that. And then the list for that, the whole list was all like from the one aisle, from the medicines. Found this pretty easily. It was funny, the first item here, the Theraflu, there was like 5 different kinds of Theraflu, and I just starting left to right. I just scanned every single item. I was too like tired or messed up to read the exact, because that's a long description there. Look at that. So it was easier for me just to pick one up at a time, scan them until I found the right one. And then all these other 4 was easier. And then it took me 3 minutes to shop that in that one aisle. Then the pay screen, $4.75 and $6 tip for $10.75. So pretty easy order there. There was a little bit of a drive to that customer, but it wasn't that bad of a drive. I found it pretty easy, and so that was a good order. Then I had a decline. I declined a third order that was over $32. And after dropping off the previous order, I was getting kind of tired. I was kind of wanting to log off early. It's just one of those days where I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. And I was going to be, pretty short of goal, but I don't know. I was kind of tired, kind of hungry. I just wasn't feeling it. But I like to ideally stay on, if at all possible, till just past 11 o'clock, because I haven't had this happen for a while, but in that 10:30 to 11 range, that's when I used to see like Chipotle and City Barbecue catering orders. So if I can just hold on until maybe 11:05. I've had on multiple occasions where I get a catering order from Chipotle before they open at 10:45, and I'd get the orders around 10:35 or something and have to wait till they unlock the doors. So that's why I wanted to stay logged on till at least 11:05, like I said. So right at 11, I get this $32, 19.6 miles, but a couple things here. It's 18 items, and you've got an Obetz and a South Columbus. So I wouldn't get back home until past noon if I took that. So I declined that. And then it was just a minute later. So they they take so this is a stack where they took the obets off. They left the South Columbus on there and gave, instead of the obets, a much closer customer. So this was like $4 less, but it was 4 less miles and 10 less items. So I went ahead and took this second stacked offer. And so I'm on my way to Meyer, and I was almost in an accident on the way there. I was traveling along, it's just a 2-lane road, 55 mile an hour. It's near the city landfill. And this truck, it's like a pickup truck hauling a trailer behind it, and was on the oncoming side, and like 2 plastic chairs that weren't secured come flying out of the top of that trailer and land like right in the middle of the center of my lane that I was driving in. And had there not been wind, and because it was windy, so as soon as they hit, then the wind kind of like blew those chairs over to the side. But I don't think I could have braked in time. And obviously I couldn't get over in the left lane. There was oncoming traffic. So had those chairs not went off to the side, I would have hit them. So yeah, that, and then like instantly I got like a shot of adrenaline in that instant. It's pretty crazy. But fortunate non-accident there, and I make my way to Meyer. And this was interesting. So here's the list. You see the first 5 items is all like dental stuff, and then here's the rest of the list. So there's only normally on a shopping order with mixed items, most of it is in groceries, and then maybe 1 or 2 items in HBC. This was the opposite. I just had the Red Bulls to get from the grocery side. Just those 2 things over there. And how crazy is this? Both 2 completely different customers, each ordering the same thing. Both of them had Red Bull Juneberry, the same size too. I started out, I scanned the bigger size and then found the smaller ones. But yeah, I went over, got the Red Bulls, and went over to HBC, got the rest of this stuff. And it wasn't too hard to shop this. And then, so after I dropped both of those off, pretty easy. The first customer was close. It was in zone. The second drop off was easy. It was just the distance. And I got it dropped off before noon. $13 DoorDash, a $10 tip and a $5.50 tip. So, pretty good order. And then I went ahead and ended things on that, made my way home to get lunch and everything. So here is the Dash summary. So, I was logged on for 6 hours, 27 minutes. It didn't seem like that long. It seemed like I was only dashing for 4.5, 5 hours, but so 6.5 hours, you might as well say. I was active 4 hours, 4 minutes. Only 11 deliveries. So again, I'm making goal with just 11 deliveries. So that was pretty good. $99.50. And then started the Dash at 54% acceptance rate, finished with 50%, all those crazy declines. And I'm seeing things because this is the first time I've been in this situation. My whole first year, I was a top dasher every month. And I've told this story. So today, for the very first time, I guess I went below to like 49% and then took an order and went back to 50. And then as soon as I took that order, I got like a text message and an email at the same time. And that said, well, now that you're at 50%, you'll get a higher priority or what. So I wonder if you were right at 50 and you decline an offer, 49, then you take one, then you decline, then you take one, decline, take one. If you go back and forth like that and keep going from 50 to 49 to 50 to 49, would it send you that text and email every single time? You know, could you, if you wanted to, could you get like 15 of those emails in one day? I don't know, but kind of funny. And then also an update to my customer rating. Today I had one of my 1 stars and 2 exclusions that I earned clear back October 7th at 2006 deliveries. All 3 of those fell off today. So now I'm back into the 4.9s. I'm at a 4.92. So those took 600 deliveries to fall off. My next thing to fall off is an exclusion from 2045 deliveries. So hopefully in another 30 to 40 hopefully next week that falls off. We'll see. But anyway, that is it for this update. Still supposed to be arriving today is my welcome kit from the council. We'll see if that arrives. Assuming it does, I'll shoot an unboxing video and post that for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. And then there's also a Sunday, there's a video to check out, special video. Make sure to check that out Sunday. And then I don't plan on doing any dashing after work this tomorrow, Sunday or Monday, because we got a trip coming up in a couple weeks, and I want to do more research and preparation for the trip, and I'll talk more about that next week. And so that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my other videos, a lot of good stuff, a lot of information for all things DoorDash. And we will see you at the next video. Thanks again for watching.